Hey guys, my name's Chris. Welcome to ETC. It's me, my tacos, and my man Ethan. Ethan, dude,
Yeah.
are you ready to skate or what?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yep.
How many times are you gonna fall?
I just fell right now, actually.
Oh, sheesh, you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
You didn't fall hard enough then, man. We gotta get you back out there, bro.
Hey, Weston, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Dude, we have one question for you. What does it mean to be a saint?
Ooh, what does it mean to be a saint? Well, I think when we think of the word saint, we probably immediately think of somebody who's been like immortalized in a stained glass window, right? But for centuries, actually, the Roman Catholic Church, they actually would recognize and then canonize basically men and women of like valor and virtue who had really done extraordinary things in the faith, right? In fact, I think that they've recognized over like 10,000 different saints, which is crazy. And so I think when we hear this word saint, we immediately think like, yeah, I'm definitely not a saint. But the one thing that's super rad is that for those who accept Jesus into their life, believe it or not, we're actually saints. It's kind of like this crazy thing to think about. And so I think for us to kind of understand what a saint is, we have to kind of understand where the word comes from, right? So this word saint, to kind of nerd out for a little bit, the word saint is from the Greek verb hagiazo, right? And in this word, hagiazo, basically what that means is to set apart or like to make holy or to consecrate. So essentially when we're talking about a saint, it's somebody who is holy. And so it's not men, right, that actually determine if someone's qualified to be a saint, but it's God. And it's so sick. In 1 Peter 1:5, it says, you are to be holy in everything you do as God who chose you is holy. And so not only, again, is it a part of who we are, but again, it's a part of like the things that we have to do. So basically, a saint is somebody who has been made holy by God.
So, talking about holiness, how do you stay holy?
How do you stay holy? Oh man, that's a rough one. I think a lot of us, when we look in the mirror, we don't think of ourselves as holy, right? In fact, if we understand that we are a saint, I don't think many of us take on that title and look in the mirror and be like, hi, I'm Saint Weston, right? Like that's awful and cringy, right? But weirdly enough, we are actually saints. And so I would say this is that in order to kind of to continue on in that holiness in your life, right, is the first thing is to understand that you are holy. It's a really hard thing for us to understand because when we look in the mirror, the last thing that we see is holy. But believe it or not, scripture teaches us that you're actually the holy temple of God, and that God actually dwells inside of you for those who have a relationship with Jesus. So basically, you are living a temple, you are a living temple that God is inside of. So you're living with the holy God, and God is the one who has made you holy. So you have to understand, not to boost your own ego, but basically to know yeah, dude, you're holy. The second thing, which is a little more practical, is that you have to practice self-control in your life, right? So if you want to be holy, that means that you have to stay away from a lot of different things in your life. And it's really hard because, for everybody, we all fall short of God's perfect standard, right? All of us, we sin, we mess up, we say stupid things, we've done dumb things, right? And so even it says in scripture, it's in Romans, the things that I want to do, I don't do them, and the things that I don't do, I keep doing them. So what a wretched person I am. And so actually practicing self-control by actually loving like Jesus is a way that you're going to kind of hold on to your holiness, if you will, right? And it doesn't mean that you're going to lose it, but basically means that you can keep yourself polished, right, before the Lord. And so basically how do you practice self-control is, well, I would say put on love, right? What did Jesus say? He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And that would even include you too, is love yourself a little bit, love other people, and above all, love God. And so I'd say the last thing is just to basically run to Jesus. Work on your relationship with God day in and day out in your life, because it's really easy for us, to kind of tune God out in our lives. And so by running to Jesus, one of the most practical things that you could do is like ask for grace. Like God is literally freely giving grace. Like God wants to forgive you of your sin. And listen, if you're not going to Jesus to forgive you of your sin, then why did he die? Otherwise, Jesus died in vain. So we can come to him. So we have to ask for grace. The second thing is we have to believe it. Like we have to like literally believe that God has forgiven us. Because if you go up to somebody, you're like, hey, I'm sorry. Yo, did I say that I'm sorry? I'm sorry, right? It's like, no, there comes a point where it's like you start to thank them for forgiving you. Like you start to believe that I am forgiven. And so you could believe that you're forgiven, believe in that grace. And finally, the last thing that I would just say is to really experience the grace of God in your life. That's really like bearing fruit and really looking around you and recognizing that there's a holy God who has made you holy. It's actually pretty rad because I think a lot of the time we ask that question, hey, like, can I lose my holiness, right? But I actually have this, it's funny because it's actually in my pocket. I actually have this like little piece of gold that my son had, right? Oh, there, dropped it right here. But I have this little piece of gold, right? And check it out. So in this piece of gold, if I were to take this, and if I were to like put it like in the dirt, right? And all of a sudden I buried it deep under here, and let's just say that it was actually super wet and it's all nasty like this, right? It's like, you might look at that and be like, there's no gold in that at all. But what we come to find is that, dude, it's always gold, right? It's just that there's muck and there's grime that's kind of covered on the outside. So in the same way, man, I just want to encourage you in this, is that even though you may not always feel holy, you are holy, and that's the love of God in your life.
Sick. Thanks, Wes. You going to youth tonight?
I'm going to youth tonight. Yeah, dude, I'm actually teaching. I'm excited, man.
Sweet. Well, have a great rest of your day, man.
Sweet. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Got 3 tacos to go. I'm really gonna eat one. That's all you need. You light on your feet, learn how to skate well, you know what I mean? If I eat 3 tacos, I'm gonna way down, I won't be able to ollie. If I eat 1 taco, I got nutrition and energy with me to ollie as high as the sky, dude.
Hey, we're out here at Harvard Skate Park, Harvard campus of college, and Christopher's about to literally die. Cool.
Are we recording right now? How do I know what you're, oh, it's on.
Is that Lucho? What's up, dog? Come back here, Lucho! Get back here, Lucho! All right, Brian.
Are you guys nervous right now?
No.
Are you scared
Well, what?
about being on the camera?
No, I've been on cameras before.
What's that?
I've been on cameras before.
We got seasoned veterans over here. Listen,
I'm a kid.
I don't know about you all, but I know I've had you two in my small group for like, what, 3 years now?
Yeah,
Camp 3 years ago, right? Listen, I remember when your hair was as short as Lucho's, right?
Do not
I remember
bring that up.
Jaren didn't have that good of a style, which is crazy because now the dude is as fresh as can be.
It was
Your
mine.
hair,
He has more drip.
it's there, it's long. But listen, I got a question. In the last 3 years that I've known you guys at youth, what are some like pinnacle memories that you guys will never forget? You can do good and bad if you want, you know what I mean?
Probably last year. That was like the highlight at summer camp when I rapped on stage. That was like favorite highlight.
What song was that? Do you remember?
Phenomena.
Nah, da, 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 da.
That was good.
All right,
That was
so
fun.
And you did it.
You would say camp last year, right? Jaron, you got any?
It's got to be one of the first times when at Camp 2018 you you were spooked by a bear.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
I remember that.
listen. I need to explain
I
myself.
was one of the only people who were awake at that time too, which is fun.
Listen, I need to explain myself. So, Camp Forest Home 3 years ago, 2018, my first time being a leader, and I need you guys to understand this. Going to camp is scary, let alone, but going to camp as an adult with youngins that you really I didn't know at the time, right? Check us out. Our first night, I go up there, I'm like, hey, what's up guys? My name's Chris, I'm your new leader. I'm stoked to be there. I'm stoked, I can't wait to pour into you guys, be a good influence on you guys. And check this out, the very, very first night, it had to be like 2 in the morning probably, right?
3 in the morning, yeah.
3 in the morning, right?
3:30, I remember.
They come up and they tell us, hey man, if you have any food, right, you need to go put it in this container downstairs because there's bears here. And there's a part of me that's like, it's probably not bears, dude. Like they're just saying that, right? Anyways, around 2 o'clock, I gather all our food up and I take it down into this container and I see a bear. And I mean like probably from me to the other end of the skate park, maybe like, to 30 yards, right? Yeah. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, there's bears. So we go back, I'm a little spooked, right? I'm laying there, everyone starts to go to bed. And if you guys remember the layout of the cabins, right? They were like glorified tents. I could literally push on the wall of the tent and grab dirt from the ground, right? Yeah. And so I'm sitting there, I'm getting ready to bed, I'm all cozied in, and all of a sudden I feel something brush against my head. And I'm like, yo, it's probably just the wind, like the tent can move, it's probably wind. And all of a sudden I feel this big fleshly thing like grab my head and just push and crinkle my neck down, right? And I said a bad word. I screamed a bad word and I made a bad impression at first, you know what I mean? But there was a bear, and I didn't know what to do. I was terrified, right? And guess what, dude? My bad word even scared the bear away, right? So we survived. We're still here. God forgives. You guys forgive me, right? Lucho, you're like somewhat newer to the ministry, right? Because this is your first year or second year? Second year, okay.
Well, I've actually been here a while. I was just in the bridge.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about youth.
Yeah. Well, I came to youth like as soon as I could.
All right, so the last 2 years you've been in youth.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
I like it. It's good.
You have
camp was really fun. Camp was like super fun.
And camps, it's a highlight, huh? You guys camp people? You like camp too?
Yeah. That was also good.
What about you, Ethan? I remember when you came in, bro. You had to be at least 2 feet shorter.
Yeah,
which that's saying a lot.
I was.
Listen, I remember Ethan came in, dude, and Ethan was like my co-pilot. He was like a dude I could like cling on to and feel loved and comforted in, And Ethan, I remember you, dude. You like came plugged in, and I feel like you were a little scared at first, right?
Yeah.
And now you just walk around like you own the place. I love that, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Jaron. I know, like magicians never disclose their secrets, but where do you shop, homeboy?
Bro, Goodwill, any thrift stores, mom and pop's places. That's the place to go.
All right, do you have like your specific Goodwill? Because I know some Goodwills
I'm not
trash.
telling, man.
Oh, you won't tell us? What neighborhood do you live in?
I'm in Westminster.
All right, so Westminster Goodwill got all the fires closed.
Hey, I didn't say that. It could be somewhere else.
Dang, dude.
I don't reveal my sources.
It's an urban area.
It is.
And J-Rod, I know that music is your thing. You express camp was a huge highlight of your life here in the youth ministry, right? But what inspired the music? Was there a certain artist, band, musician? Was it just worship in general? Or what was like, hey man, I want to do this because?
Well, there was like 2 things. Like the first one was definitely like the rapper NF. He like definitely made me want to do these things, like do music and rap, because honestly, I hated music like throughout my life until I was like 10 years old. Like I don't understand myself back when I was a youngling. But like, yeah, I hated it, and then I came across his music and I was like, oh, I like it. But then there was like some stuff that happened in my life which was very tragic, and I ended up just started writing because I liked writing anyway. So I was just writing lyrics and stuff, writing poems, and it was a big outlet for me. And I found out that I could actually sing, and I was like, you know what? I could do something with this, and I could probably try to do some rap into it too, do something nobody has done. And yeah, ever since then, I guess like that huge inspiration of like life and that one rapper, definitely kickstarted my love for music.
So, Harvest Youth, ETC, like and subscribe if you like NF. And now J-Rod is gonna give you a 30-second freestyle about skate parks.
What?
Yes, come on, dude. You're rappers here at my G.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, they'll
Okay.
fix it in post, whatever.
Skate parks. Okay. Going down wait, what?
Whatever you feel comfortable with, dog.
Wait, you actually are putting me on
The spot. You're a rapper, bro. You gotta get used to this. You gotta get used to be in front of the camera while rapping, my man. So
Rally your troops, try to boost the morale. Every time I move, it's a bow. I can even get an eh or a boo when out here. Not even an eh or a boo. But even though I'm allergic to the stuff that you spill when I'm about to break out, I don't mean to get a rash from it too. Cause when I say I have allergies, I actually do. But that's just an analogy, cause I never had a reaction of you.
my name is Chris and I rock the mic. I don't drive right now, so I ride my bike. I mean skateboard. I'm out here trying to get on the board with points because I love something.
That was good.
Ethan, okay, Ethan, listen. I got a good question for you, my man. Other Ethan, far Ethan. Ethan M. You're both Ethan M, huh?
No,
No?
C.
Oh, C. Oh, yeah, I knew that. All right. Ethan M, dude. So I've talked to you recently about the karate thing, right? You're on your way to get your black belt. How many more steps do you gotta take to get the black belt?
Well, first, if you're going to get a black belt, you need to kick 3 boards without putting your foot down. 1 like that, and just
All right, so karate's going well. You gotta break 3 boards, which I know you could do.
And you have to do horse stance for over an hour.
What?
A horse stance for an hour.
Horse stance?
Yeah.
What is that? Show us something. Break down the
Just
horse
this.
stance.
Just that.
For over an hour? Sheesh, okay. Listen, if you had to choose one thing, because I know you're into clothing as well, and you're actually even starting to make a clothing brand this month, right? Can you give us a little insight on that, or is that secrets?
Well, no, it's not really that much of a secret. I'm just gonna get a few white t-shirts, a few black. I'm thinking of putting like a forest design, like black and white. I'm also gonna make Chris a custom hat.
It's my dude right there.
And I'm gonna sell them for a cheap price, like $7.
Listen, you better do your math first. You gotta be making some money out there, dude. But I love it.
It's full cotton. Full cotton.
Love that you're giving back, dude. Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, look at him.
Right there.
Sorry, I'm a poser.
What? Don't say that, bro. All that
I'm
sweat.
just trying to fit in with you guys.
You fit in where you get in, bro. You get in right here, my G. We're here for you, bro. Boys, listen. If I know one thing for sure, without a shadow of doubt, right? It's this.
I have a feeling I'm gonna fall off.
Pineapples belong on pizza.
Heck yeah.
With that, I'm out, baby!
Oh.
You got a migraine. Green.
I got a migraine.
Make a rap about it. Make a rap about it. He got pain in his brain and he calls it migraine.
There we go. Go play it.
Jump that boy.
Hey guys, make sure to come out to Harvest Youth on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Sunday mornings. Like and subscribe! That's really good.